Okay, we'll be starting in 2 minutes. Let's just start to sit in a comfortable position. We'll wait a couple of minutes. We can just raise our hands, arms, to stretch a little bit so that we prepare ourselves for this meditation time. So you just move as you like. Just to open a little bit, to breathe deeply. Feel yourself, feel your presence, feel you are here, feel we have arrived. Feel your heart. We just close our eyes for 1 minute and we just breathe deeply and we feel ourselves. Yes, I'm here. I want to enjoy this meditation time. I'm so happy to give this present to myself this time, just to find myself. Realize which is your desire. What do you want to get out of this meditation time? You become self-aware of this desire. I'm here too. I'm here to find my self-awareness, to anchor with my inner silence, to feel my true self. And see if you are a little bit calm. You will have kind of stop a little bit our lives. Now we want some time for ourselves. We forget about everything else. We just contemplate inside of us. So we say namaste to all of us. Maybe we are far away from each other. We try to feel that we say hello from our hearts, and we are happy to share this time together. I live in Spain. I'm here in Spain. So that's why I have this strong Spanish accent. I hope you will understand me. But anyway, I will use few words. So today's subject is to be self-aware. When we meditate, we become self-aware. It means our awareness, our attention comes into the hands of our true nature, the hands of our spirit, the hands of our true self. Normally in our lives, We are thinking so much, we are doing so many things. So the control is taken over by our ego, by our mental processes, what I call the thinking mode. So we are in this thinking mode, the ego is there, our attention is guided from our ego, and we have a kind of mental awareness, and we live our lives from there. And we meditate to become self-aware, to give back our attention to our true self, to our self-awareness, so that we see from our spirit. We have this experience of the world from the inner silence. We may be doing things, we may be talking, but when we are self-aware, we're kind of anchored in the silence. We feel our presence, we feel ourselves. So that's why we meditate sometime along the day, kind of focusing our attention inside to find ourselves and to live again in this self-awareness, even in a silent awareness, in a thoughtless awareness. So that's why we meditate. To enjoy life from our true nature, because from there it's easier to enjoy the beauty, to feel the love, to feel compassion, to enjoy. That's easy. That happens spontaneously when we are in this state, this self-awareness. So I will just talk a little bit about myself. I live in Spain. I meditate from a long time ago, 35 years. It's important. I meditate every day. That's important. Along the day, try to find some time just to connect with yourself. So in the professional level, I got a PhD in physical science. And my area of research is the human postural control system, or the mechanism that help us to have balance when we move, when we do things. And also for me, meditation is a kind of research. I live this way, meditation, because the scientific method allow me to experience about myself. All things I will tell today, they come from this kind of using the scientific method to the meditation, because it's very important to be coherent. When we talk, when we use our words, they must be very near to reality. They must really describe, not just ha 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 ha, but really to use properly our words, so that communication it really works. So for me, when I talk about meditation, I try to do it this way, because as you said, see here, for me it's a way not to fool myself. Scientific method helps you to be on the way to find the knowledge, in the way to experience reality without fooling yourself. When I first had my first experience of this self-awareness, even thoughtless awareness, I really had this experience of living from my true self. That was in 1988. I went to a conference of Srimataji Nirmala Devi, and also we had this meditation. But during the talk, she said, you must have the open mind of a scientist. And this is always remain in my mind. Because the ways he used to explain meditations, he used to say, I'm explaining this, but please take it as an hypothesis. And then see for yourself if it is true, if it's an experience. When it becomes an experience, then it's something real to you. So this is a way to approach meditation, which may also be very helpful for you. Because also like this, you don't deny anything. Because if you're in the mental level, we have so many conditioning and we have so many ideas that sometimes we don't open our mind and we deny just from the beginning. So from the beginning, we don't deny and we do not believe. We are just open for the experience. And this experience, which is really important in this experiment, for me, I feel Sri Mataji was giving us something important for meditation, is this experience of thoughtless awareness. When we go beyond thoughts, when we realize, oh, I'm not thinking anything. Now I may stop. I stop talking, and I realize if there is silence in my mind. So when this silence is there, the experiment becomes very grateful. Like it's like you turn on the light and you realize more things about yourself and also the world around you. So that's very important. Something Sri Mataji made it easy. For me, was in that occasion in '88. We had this simple meditation, and afterwards I had no thoughts at all, and I remained like this for quite a long. And also the following days, of course, sometimes I had to think, but it was like a kind of silence there, and so many things changed. So it was easy. It's something we just share. It's like a present. And that's why we are here. And that's why we are sharing with you this meditation. This is one of the main points. That whoever gets this experience of inner silence, we share it. It's something you communicate easily. So we can say it's a gift. This experience of inner silence, of self-awareness, thoughtless awareness. This experience of really feeling ourselves, what we really are. We get it like a gift. We don't do nothing. Without ego, we do nothing. It's something like a living process is inside, living process. So it goes like this, from one human being to another, like a present. Like you may say, okay, but really, I will get this gift, this present? To get this experience, you need to accept the present. And you take this present through your attention and your desire. If during meditation I am in this state of silence awareness, if your attention is a good one and you have this desire, it may happen. But of course, if you are thinking or you are somewhere else, it's more difficult. So the desire to reach the experience of inner silence moves the attention to approach the precise place where the gift can be collected. And that's the main hypothesis. We can take it like an hypothesis for today. We say the hypothesis is a person standing beside us in a state of inner silence favors or helps to bring our attention beyond thoughts However, it's a part of our freedom to accept it. We have our freedom, our attention. We only ourselves we can guide our attention. The three main things we have and where the freedom is there is through attention, awareness, and desire. That's where our freedom is mainly expressed. We are choosing now if you are giving me your attention or not. And you are free to make this choice. I may try to explain in a way that may be attractive to you, but it's only you, with your freedom, that you decide to use your attention to listen to my words. So attention is our main freedom, and it goes together with our awareness, because attention is like the instrument who is in charge of bringing to our awareness the world. If you are choosing to put your attention on me, I'm arriving to your consciousness, I'm arriving to your awareness. If you are choosing to guide your attention somewhere else, through this process, whenever you are thinking, is going to your consciousness, to your awareness. So through attention, we choose from all which is around us, from all which is inside of us, we select the items that are coming to our awareness. So today, we will realize how attention works and how we can guide attention to get easily this gift of inner silence. And third, desire. Because this desire is like the engine from the attention. Whatever we desire, our attention try to find it for us. It's like motivation. And this desire also is our freedom. Nobody can do it for us. So if we have this desire to meditate, we will use our attention to do so. But it's our freedom. Attention, what's going to our awareness and desire. So from this moment, we may say that we start the meditation practice. I will explain you how to guide attention. And so that is already the meditation practice. So first, where do I place my attention? So mainly, when we are in this mental awareness, in the ego, we are mainly using this part, the front area, and attention is there because most of articles, research articles, they have concluded that attention is in this area. But this is the kind of attention that we use with our ego, with our mental awareness, and when we have this intellectual activity. But to meditate, we don't need this kind of attention. We want an attention which is more inside, which more anchored in this self-awareness. So attention is also placed in the limbic area. Nowadays, we also know that the attention, which is like very strong attention, very vigilant, it comes from the limbic area. And this is the kind of attention we need to meditate. So we'll try to place our attention inside, in the limbic area. Because here outside is the thinking mode. Thoughts are there. But inside, there is always silence. So in this area, we will place it. And in an energetic way, we may say that we pay attention in the Sahasrara. Maybe we can already done a little bit. You put your fingers here, just on top of your head. You press a little bit and try to feel from here a little bit inside, but through the center of our head. So see where is your attention. You take the attention to this point. You are touching. See if your attention is there. And now see if your attention goes a little bit inside. See if you feel calm, relaxed. So this Sahasrara chakra at the physiological level is the nerves of our brain. And in the ancient text, like the Upanishad in India, they said Sahasrara is like a lotus of 1,000 petals. And nowadays we know that in our brain there is 997 nerves. So this is the physiological basis of this chakra. And when this area is relaxed and attention is there, we enjoy the meditation state. We enjoy the silence. So when we meditate, we place there our attention, and sometimes we have this feeling of being in a lotus meditating. Okay, so what we need to have attention in the Sahasrara is to feel this point, and then we may try to feel this central axis. So we press here a little bit, and just see if you can feel. Also, you can touch here on the neck a little bit. Close your eyes and see if you feel this central axis. It's like if you are in the center of a wheel. The wheel may be moving, but you find the point which doesn't move, where there is calm, when there is silence. Kind of serene attention. Okay. Take down your hand. And whenever you do that, try to feel the difference. When we do this, we take away our attention from the ego, which is here, and we give our attention to ourselves, inside of us. So we go to this self-awareness, and we are no more on the mental awareness. So when you meditate, whenever you meditate, try to feel this difference. You just see the symptoms, how you feel. Normally it's kind of, you feel very relaxed inside, silence, like quiet. You'll see yourself. And this analogy, it may help you. When we are in this mental awareness, in the thinking mode here, we are like kind of riding in the ocean of thoughts. So whenever a thought comes, it moves us, we react. We are like in the boat. And waves of thoughts are moving and we are also moving. But when we are in this self-awareness, it's like if we are in this lighthouse. Ocean is outside. Waves of ocean are there, but we feel they are outside. We don't move. We stay quiet. So this is one of the difference between mental awareness and self-awareness. You observe from the stillness. See, now you have this feeling of a stillness. You may be hearing. Also, along the day, you may be doing things, but it's a kind of a stillness. It's always there. So it means you're keeping your self-awareness. And when there is silence, you have this thoughtless awareness. So let's do it again. Put your fingers here. And also sometimes it's useful, the tongue, you put the tip of the tongue behind and you touch a little bit the palatal. See if you feel the central axis. See if you place your attention in the silence. Okay? Then we take out the hand, but the attention stays there. Sometimes, whenever you meditate, if you still feel kind of pressure here on the forehead, sometimes it happens, because it takes some time. So we are still like in this intellectual activity. We may place the hand of the forehead. Let's do it. See if the forehead is relaxed. Normally the hand helps to relax. And now we take away a little bit our hand. See if inside your head there is calm. And then you can move your hand around, just feeling. You feel inside. Also see if you have any kind of sensation around the head. And once we feel tension is in the Sahasrara, let's try to contemplate inside. It's like you contemplate from the Sahasrara inside, downward, towards your heart. See, you have the feeling of presence to find yourself, to contemplate inside. I am. See what you feel. I am. And also sometimes when we meditate, we may have some tension on the neck. Here is also another chakra, Visuddhi chakra. And here is very important that we are relaxed. It's also very important for the attention because all the networks comes this way. So if we want to have a real experience of ourselves inside, we need that this attention inside of us works properly. We need a good circulation, we may say. So we just put our hand on our neck and we bend a little bit to stretch. And then also you move a little bit like if you want to see your shoulder. And feel inside. Sometimes it's a kind of pumping inside. We are opening this area. And then slowly we come back. And we may do it on the other side. We change our hand. Just move as you like. We want to be relaxed inside our neck. Also the shoulders. You may Breathe deeply. And then come back. This area is relaxed. We experience the witness state. And now, our attention is inside. And now see about what we desire. And let's desire to feel in a subtle way. I want to feel the energy within me. So there is energy which is taking care of us. Let's put our hand on the bottom of the spinal cord, and let's contemplate from the Sahasrara downward towards the place where we are sitting. And slowly we raise our hand along the central nervous system, along the spinal cord. You move your hand and you try to feel inside. Then we raise our hand and put on top of your head. See what you feel. And let's do it once again. I want to go beyond thoughts. See what you feel. The hand helps us to guide our attention. So let's do it once more. Feel your desire, feel your attention and your awareness. If you feel this witness state, you may listen without thinking. And in this state, let's listen the words.
Now this Kundalini rising through 6 centers. Now you don't know you have any centers within yourself, and you don't know how they are placed. After this rising, this Kundalini rises, passes through the fontanelle bone area, and becomes one with the all-pervading power of divine love, which is very subtle. and you also start becoming a subtler personality. When the Kundalini rises through these 6 centers, which are responsible for your physical, mental, and emotional being, she nourishes them. She nourishes them with light. And then she integrates them. And when she reaches this spot, she opens up this fontanelle bone area and becomes one with this all-pervading power. This is the actualization of baptism. This is the baptism. It's not just some priest comes, puts his hand on your head. It's not the way. It has to be the actualization of this happening, which is for your ascent. This is the last breakthrough of your evolution. Whatever I'm saying, we can prove it also. It's not just talking. But these Kundalini's awakening, which takes place, it actually makes your hands speak. You start feeling the cool breeze coming out of your fingers and through your hand and here also. You feel the cool breeze actually. And then if you know what do these mean, 5, 6, and 7 center. In the same way, 5, 6, and 7 center. These 7 centers are on the sympathetic nervous system. But when the sympathetic and centers, 2 of them, they mix, the central system is formed of parasympathetic. So when you get enlightenment, your spirit gets awakened in your heart. And in the spirit is the reflection of the complete divine force. Then you become really a spiritual personality. It's a reality I'm talking. And in the light of the spirit, your attention becomes purified. Not only that, but you know what is good for you and what is destructive.
Yes, feel inside of ourselves how we feel. I am the spirit. I enjoy, I enlighten attention. So from now on, if you want to go on meditating, or if you want to write something on the chat, otherwise, I say you bye-bye, and you stay there 1 minute more. But if you wish to go on, go on. Thank you.